Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today we are giving another update on UWMC, United Wholesale Mortgage. Now we're going to move on towards the latest news updates and then technical analysis. So let's jump right into this one. United Wholesale Mortgage. There's a lot to talk about this one. I did talk about it previously in multiple videos before. You'll find it down below, the last video at least. But a quick thing. They are a bit different than Rocket and a lot of these companies. They are United Wholesale Mortgage Company. They're Wholesale Mortgage Company, and they work in a little bit of a different way. I did go over it in depth in the last video, so please watch that one because I do talk about their business operations. But in short, they work in a way where you're able to make profit nonetheless, even if the market interest does increase. And they do hedge their own positions as well. Now, there is multiple different Twitter accounts that are very crucial if you're following this one, including United Wholesale Mortgage Twitter account and Matt Ishbia, the CEO. Now, a quick thing here is that there hasn't been so much off news lately since my last video, so you need to watch that one to get a good update. But in terms of the institutional buyers, interestingly, there's been a lot of activity. For instance, Prana Capital added 513,000 shares. LMR Partners, 59 million shares. And you get to see that shares are being added and removed. So Lakewood Capital added 350,000 shares, 271,000 shares by Sconfield Strategic Advisors. That's all today. All you're seeing right now on the page is today. There's been a lot of activity on institutional buyers today and Friday. And ever since almost all of May, including some bigger names like BlackRock, etc. It's been an interesting move nonetheless. And taking a quick look into the Russell inclusion, this is basically a bit off the table here by FTSE Russell that is able to give you a bit of an idea about this reconstruction. So UWMC a while back had a Russell inclusion PR, and then that's regarding to IPOs, and then got removed last minute because we weren't under the definition of an IPO. Now, what's happening now is that they will be included in this reconstruction. Now, the record date is actually on May 7th, on Friday. So that already occurred 10 days ago. Now, in the June transition, we'll be able to know, beginning on June 4th, the portfolio reconstruction. So we're less than a month away from knowing exactly whether they're going to be included or not. And later on, the lists are communicated to the marketplace and updates are provided on June 11th, 18th, and 25th. Now, basically, the new reconstruction index will take effect on June 25th. Now, from what I've understand and what I've read is that the UWMC company or UWM company will be included in the 2021 reconstruction of the Russell Index. What does that mean? It probably and most likely will mean more institutional activity as we see currently, just because we're getting closer to that after the 7th. We've been seeing a lot of institutional activity. Now, before moving on towards technical analysis, if you'd like to see more contents like this, make sure to scroll down below, click that like button. The subscribe button is on the bottom right corner or down below, and please turn notifications on for this channel. If you'd like to join our Discord and talk a bit more about this one, the link is in the description below and it's totally free. Let's move on now towards technical analysis. Now, from a technical analysis standpoint, what you're seeing here on the one-day perspective is that the 10 SMA is above 30 EMA. And that's bullish. And for the first time in a while, you're seeing the price point is actually above the 50 SMA, and it crossed there and closed there today at the 50 SMA line is at 793, which is a very important level. The ADX is slowly climbing up from where it was around 10 to around 1681. So it's starting to build up on this trend. Now the 1% R is coming closer towards the overbought in that sense, but the MACD comes in at a bullish reversal confirmed today. It's the first time this MACD goes towards the bullish side. So in a while at least, ever since I would say the 6th of May. So it definitely signals in a start of a bullish reversal that definitely looks promising, especially since momentum is creeping up towards the positive side. Now on stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are actually pulling upwards, indicating one thing, that there is a very strong potential for another leg up. Now on the Fibonacci retracements, current support is sitting at 771 and 625. The current resistance is on 862, 935, 1008, 1112, and 1245. Now, from a price line action, what we get to see here is that there is a significant support level currently at the 801 level. Below there, you're looking into the 771. Below there, 726. Down below, 694, and then dropping down to 656. Now, from resistances, there is a very strong resistance that it attempted and it broke today, 842. Above there, another strong resistance that also had attempted today's at 883. And then 943, jumping a little bit forward to 949, which is almost the same line. And then the $10 line, and then the 1245. Now comes to the question to Ed. What do you think about this one? Well, my answer is simple. For this company here, I did have an amazing talk with their investor relations a while ago, and I made a video on that. And from my understanding on how they operate, their management team, or investor relations team and financial teams itself, they worked through 2007 in that industry. And that is one of the worst industries, or one of the worst times to work on in that industry. It's the housing market, the 2007 market crash, etc. And from my understanding is that they currently operate in such a way that if the market does crash tomorrow, the real estate market, they're not going to go bankrupt. They're not going to go under. Yes, they might be hurt because of capital being lost or moved on to more wealthier people or whatever it is the case. But in general, the scope that they do have is that some of these actual risks are understood by them. And some of the things they're implementing really tries on to tackle such things. And in a sense, for instance, they do hedge their own positions in certain places. And so if the market does crash, they're covered. They also don't focus so much on refinancing, where, for instance, Rocket, etc., do have a lot of refinancing. Now, this company here has been seeing a lot of green candles lately. And this indicates that a bunch of people are selling this one out of fear, but this one is very resilient in the longer term, at least in my opinion. Quick disclaimer, I do hold positions, and I did also increase positions back here. I did hold back here as well, and I didn't sell at 1245 because I don't think that this stock is just worth 12.45 or $10 or even $8. I think that a little bit in the longer term, this is one of these companies that will continue to grow in this kind of direct mortgage industry, and we'll probably see a massive valuation jump later on in the next 5 years or so as we move on to more of a fully digital age. And that is what I believe in. Now, that's my opinion, and I see it bullish in the longer term. In the shorter term, you will have fluctuations, but I think that we already reached the bottom, and we might actually still continue to see a little bit of a push forward in a bullish sense. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I do recommend that you go ahead and join our Discord server. There's a lot of amazing folks in here. We do a lot of discussions here into the trading floor throughout the day. A lot of people are in there, and we do ask questions. You can ask me any question you would like on there. We do post research and DDs, and we hold weekly chat sessions. And we also do have a lounge in there. So make sure to actually join that and join the fun there. Have a wonderful day and a good one.